Welcome back to another Rare Builds episode on the Happy Bear YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at a rare build called Interior Force, and this is for all my big men out there. So I hope you guys are having a good day. This one we're going to be at the power forward position. Right-handed or left-handed, doesn't really matter, and the number doesn't matter either. Right, but make sure it is at the power forward position. We're going to go with this pie chart here, which is the green and blue. And then we're actually going to pick this physical pie chart here, which has got the lowest speed, but it's got lots of strength and lots of vertical. Now getting into things, we're going to go and we're going to start off with defense, and we're going to max out everything over here until we get our 11. Now we're going to drop off our perimeter defense and lateral quickness, and then we're going to take away some from our steel, like so. Now we're going to go back up to finishing here. We're going to max out that close shot and max out that close hook. Then we're going to go down to shooting, max out the midi, max out the 3, and max out the post fade. Of course, we don't want to max our free throw. We're going to leave that and stick to the 16 badges for shooting. Now going over to post moves, we're going to max that out, and pass accuracy, we're going to max that out, and then we're going to drop it down until we get 12 right here. Now I might have actually forgotten something, and I have. So there we go, we've got our standing dunk there at 75. That's pretty good, but I actually want to have a bit more. So I'm not too fussed about the playmaking badges on this big man. I don't need that many, so I really only need 9, right? So I'm going to put the rest in there and max out my standing dunk. Yep, that's maxed out. I was just checking that. So we've maxed that out too to get 18 finishing, 16 shooting, 9 playmaking, and 9 defense. Let's continue. I'm going to make my dude Burley, and I'm going to make him 6'11". Now, you could make him 7, but that's going to ruin the build. So follow this exactly. Make him 6'11", and now with the weight, we're going to put that all the way to the right and max it out really quick. Then we're going to drop it down 1 to get that acceleration boost, and we're going to put it there at 279. Now, this has already got some really good stats for a rare build. Check this out. Okay, our speed is a little slow, but we have 91 strength to bully in the paint or the perimeter. We could just bully everyone, bro, with that height and that strength. Our vertical is 64, which is going to help us out in getting those boards, right? We have some good rebounding numbers, some good blocking numbers already, and we haven't even gone to the arm span yet. And we can shoot the 3 and still do some post moves, as well as we got that really nice post fade and post hook with the standing dunk and close shot. Last up, we want to max out that wingspan, and yet that's going to take down our strength a little bit from 91 down to 86. But look at how lethal we look now. Look at that. We got a 90 close shot, a 93 standing dunk, 89 post hook, and an 85 post fade. This is absolutely crazy, and although your shooting is in the 60s, you will have Hall of Fame, and as long as you've got good teammates and you're able to hit your shots, you know your jump shot, you can time it well, you'll be hitting greens, you'll be fine. So now, when it comes to choosing takeovers, you have 2 options here. You could go with post scorer, or you could go with rim protector. Personally, post scorer is OP with this build, right? Because you got that post hook and the post fade. But the rim protector is going to help you out a ton. So that is what I'd go with. It really is personal choice though. It's all up to you. And there we go. We get the build Interior Force. And look at our dude, bro. If that isn't the definition of Big Chungus, I don't know what is. He is an absolute Hulk-like size. He's the absolute hunk of meat, bro. That's all he is. Look at that. Sheer force, sheer strength. Is just going to be pushing people out of the way. So let's get into our badges now, starting with finishing badges here. Now, if I remember correctly, we do have a really good post hook, standing dunk, and close shot. So we're not going to be doing anything too fast, right? No layups or dunks, like driving layups or driving dunks. So we're going to be looking to get that close shot, that standing dunk, and that post hook. First of all, that means deep hooks and pro touch. These ones are going to help us out a ton. Also contact finisher for those standing dunks. Now we do have good rebounding, so we could chuck on some put back boss there. And then our last one, I'd probably suggest drop stepper or back down punisher. Now as well, you could just take off Putback Boss, or you could also chuck on Relentless here. You're not going to need Giant Slayer or anything, because you're like going to be massive, bro. You're going to be bigger than like everyone, right? So this is not going to do anything for you. You could chuck on Slithery, or Teardrop if you want to go for some floaters, or Consistent. But what I would do is I'd actually put on Gold Back Down and Gold Drop Stepper like that. And that is how I would set up my badges for finishing. Now when we go over to shooting, over here, first of all, you need that range extender and that hot zone hunter. Corner specialist is going to help you out as a catch and shoot specialist, and you could do something like this. Now, maybe if you want to be hitting those fades from a bit further out, you could also chuck on deep fades over here. That's another option if that's what you're feeling. But yeah, it is up to you in the end. So I'm going to leave it like that, just for shooting threes and middies, and we can still hit the post fade in there. Now when it comes to our playmaking, we don't need quick first step because we're already not too fast, but that's alright. Break starter is going to help us out a ton, and so is bailout. And the last one I'd want to put on is post spin technician, which is going to help us when we post up, then spin out of that, and get to a quick close shot, dunk or hook, maybe even a post fade. Could also chuck on Unpluckable or Needle Threader. They are two good options as well, but this is what I would be running. Now to our defense, we do only have 9 defensive badges, but we are pretty big and pretty strong, so we are going to be doing a lot of work, being able to block shots easily and get stuff off the offensive glass or the defensive glass. We're going to be rebounding like crazy. That being said though, let's chuck on Rebound Chaser and Rim Protector. Chuck on Bronze Box, and then from here, Bronze Chase Down Artist and Bronze Intimidator. This is what I'd run with. Now, if you're not feeling like Intimidator's for you, you could always chuck on Clamps to help you actually stick to your man a bit easier. Make sure that they don't blow you out the way. But I don't think you'll have any issues with your strength, so I'd chuck it on Intimidator. And that's how I would set up my defensive badges as well. Now, you could test this out with one of the jump shots in here. I'm sure there are some pretty good ones, right? And then check it out. But look at that name down there, Interior Force. Now, that seems absolutely insane. Look at that. It can even play the center position. We made it as a power forward, but the Lakers are like, no, we'll put it as a center, bro. Because it's absolutely insane, this one. Look at that, bro. It's going to be lethal to deal with this sort of a build because you're so strong and you're so big. I got to look at it one more time just to show you guys. Like, I'm not sure how many people actually make their characters this big, but look at him. He looks massive, bro. It's just crazy. And look at him doing all those fancy ball tricks. Anyway, that is the Interior Force. And if that is not a cool name, I don't know what is. Because, we do see, occasionally, you see like an Interior Finisher or something, you know what I mean? An Interior Finisher sounds alright. But when you hear Interior Force, bro, then you're going, whoa, okay, it's on now. You're not leaning back when you're playing against Interior Force. You're leaning forward. You're making sure you're winning that game because it's going to be tough. Because that thing is going to be bullying you around. So go check it out. Have some fun with this build. It is super good. I got to tell you guys, I'm really enjoying using this one. And yeah, that is it for me. I'll see you guys later.